everyone present here. I am Tilitsul from class 8 and today I have prepared my model on science that is based on the topic air. As we know, there are 5 sense organs in our body. Air is one of them. It is a very complex structure which tells us whose main functions are hearing and balancing the body. So we would first go how air is made. What is it made of? Then we would go step by step to its theory and its balancing. So the air is made up of, if we call about the pinna, the auricle, it is mainly made up of cartilages and fat. It is more made up of cartilages. What is cartilage? It is a connective tissue which is not as hard as bone, which means that if we bend our ear, it would come to its initial position as it was before. It is that much flexible. If we talk about the lobe, it is mainly made up of the fat. Now now the parts of the auricle are helix, antihelix, concha, tragus, antitragus, and the lobe. Now we would move to its auditory canal. Now we have auditory canal. It is also made up of cartilages and temporal bone. This part is called the temporal bone and this part here is called the cartilage. It is made up of cartilage and temporal bone. Now we will go to the auditory canal. What is auditory canal? We will go to the hearing. How we hear the sound. So the pinna, that is the auricle, it is a funnel-shaped organ which collects the sound waves. Then through the auditory canal, it moves and goes to the tympanical membrane, which is also called eardrum. So in the auditory canal, now we would learn about the auditory canal. Auditory canal has an exocrine gland which is called ceruminous gland, which secretes cerumen, which is also called airwax, which protects the air from dust and inserting inside our air. So here in our air, as we all know that we can touch fine hairs with our fingers inside our air canal. So those fine hairs protects our air from dust reaching to the inner and middle ear. Let's go to the middle ear. So this part is called the eardrum, or we can say tympanical membrane. What is membrane? Membrane is a thin layer that protects, covers, or differentiates the two parts of the body. So this membrane separates the outer ear, and then this part is called the middle ear. Now the sound waves enter through the auricle and the eardrum vibrates. The main function of the eardrum is to vibrate. It vibrates, and then these are called the ossicles, which are bones, which are the smallest bone of our body. There is malleus, incus, and then the stapes. In which stapes is the smallest bone of our body. Now the vibration goes to the incus. It transfers to from the eardrum to the incus, then to the malleus. Incus is the bone that joins the malleus and the stapes. So it travels from these three bones and goes up to oval window. What is oval window? It is a boundary that is between the middle ear and the inner ear. Now through the oval, it goes to the cochlea. What is cochlea? Cochlea is that snail-shelled shaped organ. Inside the cochlea there is an organ called organ of Corti. Inside the organ of Corti there are hair cells. Inside the Corti there are hair cells which are also called mechanicoreceptor, because when the sound enters through the eardrum, the sound vibration converts into mechanical vibrations, because it goes through the physical tension and comprehension. Then after that it goes to the cochlea. Inside the cochlea there are hair structures which are called mechanical receptors, which converts the mechanical vibration into electrical impulses. because there are neurons present in it. Then the electrical impulses through the auditory nerve goes to the brain, and brain interprets what the sound is talking about, what the sound is about. And this is how we hear our sound. And if we look into the middle ear, there is this part called eustachian tube. Now, eustachian tube is the part in the middle ear that connects to the back of the throat, because here are two functions of the eustachian tube that I want to share. First is that it equalizes the pressure of the eardrum. As we know that the outer ear has more pressure than the middle ear. When we yawn or chew or we swallow something, so the opening which is at our throat opens also, and it equalizes the pressure. Now the second is that mucus. Here is mucus present in the middle ear, which keeps the middle ear moist, and germs free, infection free. And after some time, that mucus has to be drawn away, so that the mucus gland will produce new mucus. So through this tube, that mucus also goes away. So we have learned about this sound, hearing, how we hear the things. Now the second important function of it is balancing. There are two parts in our inner ear that balances our body. That is semicircular canal and vestibule. Let us break that down. These three semicircular tubes are called semicircular tubes, which helps in the balancing of the dynamic balance. What is dynamic balance? That if I am standing in front of you, I am moving my head upside, downwards, left, right. So these are the parts of the inner ear that detects our movement of our head or our body parts. It means that it detects the movement of our body part. In this way, it balances our body. So it also has hair cells, which which through the vestibular nerve gives the signal to the brain. The second one is vestibule. It is also a part of the inner ear which balances our body. It balances the static. Static means if I am standing here, I don't know that I am standing. It is by this part. It also sends the through the vestibular nerve to our brain this signal that I am standing. It do the function of static positions in this way. And this was my model. In conclusion, I would like to say that if we would look at our model, as I have told you that it is structured, how it is made, bones, bony, cartilaginous lobe and all, mucus. It is a model. It is a part of our body which is amazing in structure, and how different parts of the ear work together and do their function. Thank you.
Very good. This is one of the sensitive organ of our body. Tell me the things which you learned while preparing this your project.
So the first thing that we knew from the first grade is that the ear is sensitive to what? Hearing. So the second thing that I learned was it also balances our body. So these were the two things that I learned. The second thing that
in terms of sensitive organ, what are the things you learned?
In terms of
sensitive organ.
In terms of sensitive organs, our ear does the thing of hearing, which sends the signals to the brain, and also the.
Okay, tell me two ways by which we can do care of the sensitive part.
By cleaning it, as I told you, that it secretes earwax. It cannot be overproduced. We have to clean it time by time, and then we have to clean it time by time. Not inserting things to our ear that goes to the eardrum that will cause affection in eardrum, and by not hearing things that are about to 20,000 hertz, which means the eardrum one would allow it to go inside, but the vibration would be so strong that it would cause effects in the mechanical receptors.
Vaji, you tell in cornea the vibrations are changed into electrical impulses. Tell me the name of nerve which sent these impulses to brain.
So auditory nerves are the one.
Very good. Applications of your model.
The first main application is that it helps in hearing. I want to show through my model that it does hearing. Communication, we can communicate by hearing the sounds. The second one is that it balances our body. Third one is that if we would see in medical way, the doctors, by studying the structure of the ear, they get to know the patient's problem, in which part the problem is. And the fourth can be noise pollution. By knowing the frequency of ear, how much it can hear, like 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. The headphones are created in that way, and machines are also created up quieter.
Who helped you in preparing your model?
So, if I talk from the start, I had taken help from my science teacher in preparing the applications and learning a few things which was from my science class, and through my friends also and family.
Very good. What are the materials you used
Sir,
for your model?
the material I used was foam sheet, which we often use our homes for furnishing purposes. The foam sheet was easy to give the shape of the ear. I used the foam. I used the cotton to make it look a little bit of realistic, like the ear. Cotton was dipped in water and glue to stick it out, and then I used clay and colors and watercolors. Clay to give the shapes of the internal organs and middle organs.
Okay. Thank you.